How would I know?
This is what's going down. Yep. Very good. Yep. Sending data online. Yep, it's all gone.
Okay. Awesome. Hi. So how do you get it to go over to there though? Like that's what it's broadcasting, right? Oh, I gotta hit transition at the top. Okay. Hi. Good evening. How you doing? I am going to be making a video today on positioning different designs around different parts of the hat and being able to sew multiple positions in one hooping. Hi, good evening everybody. I'm Juliet and I am here to see if we can't get some hat stuff going quicker. So I had a phone call from someone who was trying to figure this out, and so I figured I would just make a video of it because there's got to be more than just one person trying to figure this out. And what we're trying to do is accomplish sewing on a hat. And, you know, we do it all the time. We hoop the hat and we stitch basically on the front of the hat. But what she was wanting to do is have a design on the right hand side of the hat, which is this window here. So it's kind of hard to sell, I guess, with this solid hat. I should have got one that wasn't solid. But you have two panels in the front. The two panels in the front are usual hat placement. And then you have a panel on the right side and a panel on the left side. And those will allow you to, those who have the wide angle cap frame will be able to sew on all four of those panels at the same time. So the wide angle cap frame is the frame that looks like this. And it is designed to let you stitch basically from one side all the way over here all the way to the other side over there, which accommodates the front two panels of the hat, the left side one panel, and the right side single panel. And that's what we're trying to accomplish, is some embroidery on the one side and embroidery on the other side only. If you're trying to add to a hat that already has maybe a team name across the front, but they're wanting to put like their number on one side and the 2020 championship or something on the other side. So we're going to set that up, we're going to hoop it, we're going to measure and get everything in position where we need it to go. Excuse me. Alright, so I'm going to start with the software, and I need to turn on that screen. There, okay. It looks really funny, but it'll be okay. Hi. Alright, so just for the purposes of the video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some lettering and I'm going to type logo on the front. So we got a logo that's going to be on the front of the hat. And so I'm going to position that in the front center of the hat, which is where I'm going to want that to sew on this hat. But we're going to do a number. Let's see, if you're looking at the hat on the left side, we'll do the number 14. I'm going to put that over here somewhere for now. I'm just going to position it there. And then let's say we did 2020 And we'll go into the properties so we can put champs underneath. Like this. And that's very big. And we'll make that at 2.5. Maybe. Size 2.5. Enter. There we go. So now we have our 2020 champs. So this is everything we want to stitch out on this hat in one sewing, one hooping. I want to hoop the hat one time and sew all of this at the same time. However, what we need it to know is where everything is. So in order to do that, I'm going to go over, because I have to actually hoop the hat so that I can have it stable to do all the measurements that I need to do. Awesome. Alright, so I'm going to switch over to my tripod camera here. Okay. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is hoop my hat, and that's going to go fairly quickly. Here, put my clip, rotate this around, and put my clip on the other side. Hold the hat for me. Alright. Now this hat, the reason it's one of my bad hats is because look, the Velcro came out. So it doesn't matter for this, it's going to be great. I'm going to flatten my bill, pull out my sweat, all of this correct. So I have a ruler. Well, I have a tailor's tape. And what I need to find is, I have the center of my hat. What I need is the center of this panel on the side. So I'm going to measure the panel. This panel is from here to here, 4 inches. Okay. So the middle of that would be 2 inches, which is going to be here. Let me get a pen. Alright, pens. Thought I had everything ready, but you know. 1 to 4. So 2 inches is the middle. So I'm going to mark it with this pin, because that's the middle of this panel. So over here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to find my center. Again, it's 4 inches because I'm just going from whatever stitch line to whatever stitch line lets me get an even number so I can do easy math. Mark my 2 over here. Alright, so that's my center here. So this is where the center of the number, and the other one's going to be where the center of champion is. But what I need to know now is from this center to the center of my hat and what that measurement is. So I'm going to put my measure right on the line, twist it around to the front. So it's 5.5 inches. So chances are this side's going to be the same. Put this on center, and this hat is 5.5 inches. So this is the magic number. The center of my 47 and the center of my champions needs to be at 5.5 inches. So we're going to go back to the software, and I'll show you how to do that in the software. Watch out, Jerry. Thank you. Okay. Alright, back to the computer, but I need it on the screen. There. Alright, now back to here. Okay. So, our magic number was 5.5. Our logo in the middle is centered where it needs to be. So our 2020 champions, the center, which is where these black boxes are here, needs to be at 5.5 inches. So my screen is set up so that each one of these dark squares is 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to go over with my design, and see how I have the long crosshairs that go all the way up and down the screen. It's to help me when I'm doing these kind of measurements. I'm just going to kind of start on the center, and I'm going to move it over 1 inch, 2 inches, 3, 4, 5, and a half. So this is where I want that to stitch, and it's going to go down just a little. It's not going to be perfectly on the seam, it's going to go down a little on the side. I don't know how much. I'd have to sew the first one to find out my placement up or down. So the 14, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to start at the center and go out 1, 2, whoops, dropped it. Alright, center, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half. I was pretty close on this side. That's great. So this is my placement that's going to stitch out, and if I turn on my hoop, that is the hat hoop, the red WACF, and apply. Now you can see the hoop comes all the way to here. My stitching comes within 1/4 of an inch, so this is going to be really close on this side. The 14 is going to have plenty of space over here. So this is exactly how I'm going to line this up, and I would save this design, and then once you load it to the machine, you'll want to flip it upside down, of course, because all hat logos go upside down. And this should sew first logo, one number, then the other side. If you have any questions, just drop the questions down in chat. I'll see if I can answer them. Where is chat? Here's chat. Oh, there's no chat. Nobody's chatting. Okay, that's fine. So if you have any questions about what I set up, just link them down in the comments and I'll try to answer them the best I can. If I need to, I'll make another video and we can try to put them all together. Otherwise, thanks. I will see you later. Have a good day.